What is down, everybody? It is your main course, the Pancake, and today, doing a tier list video. You're probably wondering, why do I have pencils in my ear? Am I a construction worker? No. Now that I think of it, this was a dumb idea. Today, we are going to be going through school subjects. Really? I got big ears. They should be able to hold pencils. But we're doing school subjects. I just aced a math test, so you could say I'm in a good mood, but it would be an understatement. So I was like, well, let's do something with school. So, school subjects. Everybody has their favorite subject in school, okay? Whether it be math, science, lunch, that's my favorite. It's not on this list, sadly, but yeah. Did I have this on there the whole? Did I have that on there the whole time? Right there. Okay, I don't know if that looked cool or not. We got 15 on here. Let's get right into it. First one is chemistry. Now, this is basically science. They have chemistry and biology as the sciences on this list. So I personally way prefer biology over chemistry. I mean, like night and day. Chemistry, I took chemistry last semester, like the actual chemistry class that's specifically chemistry. And I didn't enjoy it. I thought we were supposed to have an SOL for that class, right? And because of COVID, the SOLs kept getting pushed back. They're like, we'll do it this day. And then something happened. They were like, oh, we'll do it 3 weeks from now. And then it was like a month and a half after that semester ended. Like, yeah, come down Friday. You can take your SOL. They said, we'll send you an email. And I never got an email. So, still don't know if I was supposed to take the SOL or not, but I didn't. I'll throw chemistry C tier. I mean, I didn't hate it. There were some aspects that I was like, well, that's kind of cool. And because it was all online and stuff and explosions, so that was a big downfall of my chemistry experience. Next up, this is art. I'm a terrible artist. You can tell by my thumbnails. I'm not good at art. I did like art, though. I took art 6th, 7th, 8th grade. 6th and 7th grade. I didn't take it 8th grade. I didn't take art in high school. But I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it was my favorite thing. But we'll throw it A tier. I really like art. I like the creativity. You know, you can take something, you can make something out of it. I don't like abstract art. This just doesn't make sense to me. But people like Van Gogh and Andy Warhol and stuff like that. Those are cool. I like that kind of art. So making my own art was pretty cool. Y'all want to see some of my art? I'll go get some of my art. Okay, so here I have 3 of my most prized and praised art pieces. This one right here. Boom. It's a beautiful owl. And it's not symmetrical at all. And it's got a stain right there from, I don't know what that's from. Easily $10,000. Next up, this wonderful sunset scene. This actually looks pretty cool, honestly. So yeah, that's easily a 15 grand painting right there. And last but not least, a tree. This tree gave me more heartache than any woman ever had. I know I'm young, and that will probably change. But this trunk took me like 4 class periods to get the trunk. Every time I took it up to the teacher, she's like, it needs to be a little more wider. Oh, it needs to be narrower. Oh, you don't have the right brush stroke angle. But this bird, hold on. Let me show you the bird. That bird is freaking cool. You see it? That's a cool bird. So yeah, that's easily a $50,000 piece. I was pretty good at art, as you can see. I'm basically Picasso of the modern day. So yeah, art A tier. I enjoyed art. Biology, my favorite kind of science. I took biology last year. I was in an AP biology class, and really cool class. Really good teacher, really good class. A+. They don't have an S tier because it's like a grading system. A, B, C, D, F, A+, you know what I'm saying? So biology, that's an A+. Next up, we got foreign language. I took Spanish. I took 4 years of Spanish. I mean, if I was dropped into Mexico, I could probably make it out. Probably would not thrive though. They were fun classes. They weren't fun classes at all. Actually, C tier because there were parties. You had Mardi Gras and Day of the Dead. I'll throw those C tier. Alright, next up, history. History is interesting. I kind of like it, kind of don't. I like history where the teacher just kind of gives you a lecture about what happened, and then the way you show her or him that you know what you learned is by saying what the period taught us and how it changed the future. See, I don't like history where it's like, give me a date. When did this guy die? When was this guy born? When did this guy sign this treaty? I can't stand that. Why do I need to know the day Thomas Jefferson died? So we'll throw history, yeah, C tier. It just wasn't fun class, you know. Next up, financial literacy. So this would be the finance class. Yeah, personal finance. Duh. That's what that would be. Not a fun class at all. I'll throw it D tier. Not quite F tier. I mean, it's just you learn how to do taxes. Taxes aren't fun. Next up, language arts. Go ahead and throw that in the F tier. Language arts is horrendous. The worst thing you could do to a student, put him in an English class with a crazy old woman as the English teacher. Miss Vanderbooben, man. She was rough. Next up, math. Math, we're gonna fill in that B tier slot right there. Math it's not amazingly fun, but it is very satisfying when you have this big long equation and you get it down to like 7, or you get it down to like just one single whole number. It's so satisfying. I will say, once you get past geometry, it really starts to take a nosedive. But what you gonna do? It's a decent class. We'll throw in a B tier. Music class, F tier. Get that stuff out of here. Who likes music class? Probably a lot of people, but not me. Music class sucks. All right. Haven't taken it since 5th grade. And man, let me tell you what. Let me tell you how boring that was. One day, I tied my sweatshirt string around the table, and it got stuck because I tied it so tightly. They had to cut it off. Yeah, that's how boring that class was. Teacher was a loon. An absolute loon. And not a bird. Not the bird, the loon, okay? Okay, moving on to physics. I have not had a physics class. I mean, I can't really say whether physics is cool or not. Probably not. We'll throw it C tier, probably. We'll throw it C tier. Middle of the pack. It just doesn't seem like it would be a fun class. It could be. You could have some cool experiments. Next up, social studies. Social studies, that's gonna be D tier. Not F tier, but D tier. Social studies is more of like government class, you know, and civics was not a cool class. I had a lot of fun in the class because I didn't pay attention and messed around with my friends the whole time, which is probably why it's not F tier. But next up, technology. I'm guessing this is like typing. Typing's okay. I'm not a good typer. I type with 2 fingers. I type with 2 fingers on each hand. Boop, 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 like that. It's very effective. Much more effective than getting carpal tunnel. I'm kind of also putting computer science with this, like programming and stuff, which I'm taking right now, and it's not fun. It takes forever. I'll throw a B tier, honestly. I didn't mind typing. It was an easy class. Next up, woodworking. Never taken a Actually, that's a lie. Well, it wasn't a woodworking class. It was some other kind of class that was like outdoors or something. But it was woodworking as well. I made this thing in there. It was a car. It was pretty fast. I just almost knocked over my model. It was a fun class. Woodworking definitely got to be A tier, right? All right, next up, geometry. I'm going to throw that one in B tier with regular math. Geometry, not the best math. Best math was probably like 3rd grade, 4th grade math, when you just had a problem and you solved it and there weren't any letters in it. Letters in math just don't go together, all right? And lastly, we have physical education, PE, gym, the fun class. A+, this class, you always had fun when you went to gym, physical education, whatever you want to call it. You always had fun. It didn't matter if you were doing just exercising the whole class or if you were actually playing a game. It didn't matter. It was fun. It was just fun. You know what I mean? You just had fun. And if you were lucky enough to get in a class with your friends, you better watch out. But yeah, so that's my school subject tier list right there. Hopefully you liked it. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what you would change. Video's not over. Don't click away. Stop. Okay, if you already clicked away, click back on it. I will be hosting, in lieu of March Madness NCAA tournament, I will be hosting my own tournament with Jelly Bean. Jelly Belly. We got 49 flavors right here. I've made the bracket. I haven't put all the jelly beans because we are about to do something. So today, the day this uploads, will be when the wild card teams are picked, or wild card games are. And because there is 49 different flavors, it was very difficult for me to make a bracket. So one flavor gets a bye all the way to the final four. I'm gonna pick that flavor right now. So here's the thing of jelly bean. I'm just gonna reach my hand in there, pull out jelly bean. Okay, looks like we got a white one of some sort. So this is either, I think this is A&W cream soda. Could be coconut actually. See, there's like, look at this. There's like 4 different white ones. So it's either coconut or A&W cream soda. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little nibble. A&W cream soda. Okay, A&W cream soda gets the bye all the way to the final 4, and I'll have the rest of the bracket made up, and we will start tomorrow. So we're gonna figure out what the best jelly bean flavor is. Tomorrow we'll probably just do first round, and we'll make a little series out of it. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow should be the first video of that. It'll be good, trust me. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will see y'all next time.